Sanbonan Ninjani. Welcome back to Siyafunza. One of the most challenging pronunciation sounds in SiSwati is the NG combination, ng. Here's a sentence that uses that combination multiple times. Ngeke ngihambe ngingaka, bongi. Now here's an exercise that can help you to develop and strengthen that sound. Think of the English word singer, like a person who sings. If you picture the word singer, you can see the NG sound right in the middle of it. The NG sound we make in the word singer is the same NG sound we use in SiSwati. Now what I want you to do is to pause the video and repeat the word singer about 10 times. As you repeat it, in your mind, isolate what's happening when you make the NG sound. Just make a note of what's happening when you say that. So pause the video and for 10 times, say the word singer. Okay, now let's remove the ER and just have sing. And I want you to do the same thing. For 10 times, repeat the word sing and make a note of what is happening, what you are using in your mouth to pronounce the NG in sing. So pause the video and say sing 10 times. Okay? Now, you may have noticed these things as you were repeating these words, but these are the three things that happen when you make the NG sound when pronouncing the English word singer or the word sing. The first thing is that the NG sound is made at the back of your mouth. You're almost touching your throat. That's where that sound is made. So not much is happening in the front of your mouth. Second thing is that the upper part, your palate, is touching your tongue. So it's at the back of your throat, palate touching your tongue. Third thing is that the sound is more going backward than coming forward. A big mistake people make when pronouncing the NG sound in SiSwati is they pronounce it nga. So they would say ngiyaphila, which is what you would do in Zulu, Ndebele, a few other languages, but not in SiSwati. And the ng sound is more of a forward sound, whereas the ng, it's like you're moving back to the back of your throat, just your throat, you're relaxing, ngiyaphila, like you're swallowing. So those are the three things happening. Sound is at the back of your throat, your palate and your tongue are touching, and it's a backward versus a forward movement. Now let's practice that phrase, that sentence in SiSwati slower, and I'd like you to try to repeat after me, having made a note of what's happening in your mouth as you make that sound. Let's try it. So the first part, let's say ngeke, ngeke. Okay, now let's say ngihambe, ngihambe. Okay, now let's say ngingaka, ngingaka. And finally, let's say bongi, bongi. Now let's say the whole thing slowly. Ngeke ngihambe ngingaka, bongi. Now let's try it fast. Ngeke ngihambe ngingaka, bongi. All right. So try to practice this. Practice saying sing and singer, isolating what's happening in your mouth. Practice this phrase, and again, make a note of what's happening in your mouth. And if you're interested in continuing to develop your pronunciation, I'd like to invite you to use the link in the comments to become a part of my Patreon. We are going to be doing a lot more of this more in depth. I'm about to post a video where we go through several other difficult pronunciation sounds. And in a couple of weeks, we are going to have a Zoom meeting where we're going to go back and forth and talk about this and other things. You can use the link in my comments to be a part of that. I'm looking forward to our first Zoom meeting, and I'm looking forward to many more people being a part of the Patreon. Also, highly encourage you to practice, share this video, and comment as well to let me know if this was helpful and any more things that I can do that would be helpful for you. I'll see you next time right here on Siyafunzo.